I did find the recovery very isolating. I would watch my husband and my kids go off to school, my friends would be at work. So being at home alone with all your thoughts and feelings sometimes was not always such a good thing. And I found crafting, card making, gave me something to keep working with my hands. It gave me something that I could do and be creative with. Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my story. I have always had large breasts. They've always been larger than the average person for my frame. By the time I was diagnosed, they were probably a 36H and likely bigger because they would spill out from the top and spill out from the under, or both. I had taken the year, my kids were older, and I decided that it was time to look after me. I did all the things that we put off as parents. I started to eat healthy and exercise regularly, consequently lost some weight. I went and had my pap and some blood work, did all the things that new parents put off. One day, I happened to be scrolling through Facebook, and a friend had posted that she had breast cancer. There was something about my friend's post that really kind of stuck with me. And so I decided, because it was the year of taking care of myself, of going and asking my physician for a requisition for a mammogram. I had never had one before, but my breasts were so large, and trying to do those self-exams, well, that never really worked out very well. And let's be honest, I never really did them all that regularly. And so reluctantly, she agreed to let me go. The technician sort of took a look, and she said, you know, there's a really good chance because of the size of your breasts that you'll have to come back to redo an image or an ultrasound potentially. And I said, of course. As I placed my breast on the little platform, it completely enveloped the platform. So I was like, yeah, I can see why there's going to be a good chance that I'm going to have to come back. Less than a week later, I was called back. And this time they wanted to do an ultrasound. They said, you know, there's some places that we want a better image of. So I'm in the having the ultrasound done, and the woman kept going over the same spot over and over and over again, pressing a little bit harder, asking questions if I had symptoms of anything. When I'd gone in to see the radiologist, she showed me what they were concerned about, and they looked really small, like the size of your fingernail. Agreed, of course, let's have the biopsy. There was a message on my cell phone when we got back from the beach that my family physician wanted to speak to me urgently. It was cancer. Maybe it was about 10 days before the surgery, my daughter, she was 20 at the time, decided that we should have a celebration to celebrate the girls. And her girlfriends created a booby bash. They went to the sex stores and bought all sorts of boob decorations, and we had all my friends over, and we played pin the nipple on the boob, and there was boob themed food, and her friends just did a fabulous job, and the amount of support and love was great. I had a bilateral mastectomy, and I had made the decision at the time that I would have a reduction done on the other side so that I was even. So had the surgery done. They had felt that because it was very small, although there was a few of them, that this was very early stage 1, so maybe some radiation, and that I'd be able to go back to work right away. It turned out that it wasn't just multiple small tumors. I had 4 masses, one of which being 4.5 centimeters. And it looked like an infant's teething toy, you know, the one with the little nubbies that stick out of it. That's what my mass looked like. And those little points coming from the main was what they were seeing on the ultrasound, because again, my breasts had been so large and so dense, they didn't see the full picture. So the care plan changed on a dime. It went to chemotherapy, it went to radiation, went to hormone therapy. If I hadn't trusted my instincts, if I hadn't pressed the doctor, the story that I'm telling you today would be very different. I am grateful to Shane every day. We actually have matching tattoos. She's the young lady that posted that she had cancer. Her journey was very different, and we would stay in touch and support each other. But if she hadn't posted, if she hadn't shared her story, I don't think I would have asked. I don't think I would have asked for a mammogram. I would have waited until I was 50, and that 4.5 centimeter tumor would have been a lot bigger.